Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chronicles by Phoebes. Please kindly like, comment, and subscribe because we'll be dropping this gist as it dey hot. So please don't miss out on this gist, don't miss out on Anita's story. Let's see how the story finally ends. So moving on today, and the title for this new episode is The Pull of a New Crowd. By the time Anita agreed to meet BC and her friends again, the initial hesitation she felt had dulled. That first outing had been exciting and harmless, or so she told herself. It was just milkshakes and conversation after all. But deep down, Anita knew that each step she took with this new crowd pulled her further from the version of herself her parents and church expected her to be. This time, the meeting was at a cozy cafe. PC invited her to a birthday hangout for one of their friends, Deji, at a popular lounge in town. The moment Anita saw the location, she hesitated. It was kind of the place her parents would never approve of. The bright neon sign outside, the low hum of music, and the well-dressed people streaming in all screamed wordly to her. Don't overthink it, BC said, sensing Anita's unease. It's just a chill hangout, no big deal. Anita nodded, keep nodding, until you entered the wrong place, forcing herself to follow BC inside. The lounge was dimly lit with colorful lights flashing intermittently. The air smelled of a mix of perfumes and something unfamiliar to Anita, alcohol. She hadn't drink it. She stuck close to BC, her heart pounding as they wove through the crowd. At a booth near the back, Deji and his friends were laughing and clinking glasses. Anita, you made it, Deji said, standing to greet her. His smile was warm and his relaxed demeanor put her slightly at ease. The group welcomed her like an old friend, of course, pulling her into their lively conversation. Anita found herself laughing at their jokes and feeling more comfortable as the evening went on. Someone handed her a glass of soda. Hey, do you trust them? Okay. And she sipped it cautiously, relieved it wasn't anything stronger. Okay. As the night progressed, Anita noticed something that made her uneasy. A few of the group members were openly flirting with each other, of course, their conversations growing bolder. Titi leaned over to whisper in Anita's ear, don't mind them. This is how they are when they are having fun. Anita nodded but felt out of place. She wasn't used to this kind of openness, this lack of restraint. But every time she thought about leaving, PC or Deji would say something to pull her back into the fold. Either a joke, a story, a compliment about how pretty she looked tonight. Then came the music. The booth was close to the lounge dance floor, where couples swayed and moved to the beat. Anita. Come on, Anita, BC said, tugging at her hand. Let's dance. Anita froze. Dancing was a big no-no in her upbringing, that is true. At church, they had always emphasized that dancing in such settings could lead to temptation and sin. But here she was watching her new friends have the time of their lives. I don't know how to dance, Anita mumbled. PC laughed. It's not about knowing how. Just move to the music. No one is judging you. After some thought, Anita found herself on the edge of the dance floor, swaying awkwardly to the rhythm. At first, she felt like every eye was on her, but soon she realized no one cared. Everyone was too busy enjoying themselves. Slowly, Anita loosened up. She smiled, laughed, and even twirled when BC spun her around. Hey, BC, leave this girl. Okay. For a moment, Anita felt free, like she was shedding the weight of her strict upbringing. But then something happened that snapped her back to reality. As Anita stepped off the dance floor to grab her drink, she bumped into someone she recognized. It was Kunle, a youth leader from her church. His eyes widened in shock as they landed on her. Anita, he said, his voice filled with disbelief. Anita froze, her heart sinking. Bro Kunle, I didn't know you were here. What are you doing here? He asked, his tone a mix of confusion and disappointment. Before Anita could answer, BC walked over, placing a hand on Anita's shoulder. Hey, who is this? Kunle didn't take a look at BC. His focus remained on Anita. Does your mom know you are here? Does your dad? Anita's face burned with shame. She stammered. I didn't expect this from you, Kunle said, shaking his head. You're one of the examples in church. What are you doing in a place like this? The words cut deeper than Anita anticipated. Of course. BC frowned, sensing the tension. Relax, bro. It's just a hangout. Anita's not doing anything wrong. But Kunle wasn't convinced. You should think about what you are risking, Anita. This isn't you. He walked away, leaving Anita standing there, her stomach in knots. BC shrugged it off, pulling her back towards the group. Don't mind him. Some people just love to judge. Well, some people love to judge, but well, that's the truth. But Anita couldn't shake the encounter. The look in Kunle's eyes, the weight of his words, they lingered with her for the rest of the night. When Anita got home that night, she was quieter than usual. Her parents didn't suspect anything, but Anita felt like she was carrying every secret. Hey, Jesus, what did this guy tell her parents? She replayed Kunle's words in her mind over and over. This isn't you. Yes, Anita, this isn't you. For the first time since stepping into this new world, Anita felt genuinely conflicted. Was Kunle right? Was she losing herself, or was she finally finding out who she really was? So, continue the story again in the next video. But while we wait for the news, what would you do if you were Anita? Would you listen to Kunle's warning, or you just continue exploring? For me, I think I'll listen to Kunle's warning. Although one's happiness is what is the priority in this matter, but I think I'll prefer to be the good girl that I used to be. But then we can't judge. If your happiness is somewhere, then follow through with your happiness. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next video.